Good morning. My name is Mark Brunton. I'm the Operations Section Chief for CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 3 on the Dixie incident. So I'll start off with our organizational structure and how our incident is set up for the fire. So the fire covers a number of jurisdictions, local, state, and federal. And so we've taken it based on the jurisdictional authorities and split the fire based on that need. So it's zoned out into two zones, a west zone and an east zone. The east zone is being handled by Incident Management Team 4, which is an interagency incident management team, the federal agencies. So they've got the east division of the fire. The west branch of the west part of the fire is being managed by CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 3, which transitioned from CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 1 just as of yesterday. So the organizational structure on the west part of the fire is we've set up three sectors. We have a Butte sector, we have a Lassen sector, and we have a Westwood sector. They're each headed up by a Deputy Operations Section Chief, and each sector then has a number of branches and then divisions and groups underneath that. And this is all for our span of control and our organizational structure and leadership on the fire line. So just kind of go around the horn where we're at right now in the Butte sector. Everything that is currently in Branch 5, moving into Branch 7, is going into a patrol or mop-up and patrol status. You see some red there, but that's basically parts that are just being finished mopped up. Once that's done, you'll see the black lining on the map means that we're out and in good shape. Moving up into what's Branch 9, the last little bit there that we're taking care of is in Division Juliet, in which we will potentially be doing a firing operation today to button that up. It's been prepped. Been waiting for the right conditions to do the burn operation, and we have a good plan in place to pull that off. And once pulled off, that will really take out of play fire potentially going into another county, which is Tehama County, threatening those communities in that area and putting the fire into a really place we really do not want it to go. So I think we're going to have a lot of success with that today and button up that operation. That gives us a good anchor point that we can continue to move around the fire in our fire suppression operations. In the Lassen sector, what's unique about that, it goes along the Highway 44 corridor and goes into Lassen Volcanic National Park. We're working with the park and supporting that operation there under that sector, and got a good plan for them to support the federal agencies in the suppression within the park. The Highway 44 corridor is the priority within that sector that has not only roadway infrastructure, power line infrastructure, as well as fiber optic infrastructure that we are protecting. So that's our number one priority within that sector. Moving over to the Westwood sector, it covers a variety of different areas of the communities that surround the lake. So the western part of the lake, fire has burned through there, so we're continuing heavy mop-up and patrol efforts so we do not lose any potential other structures within that area affected by fire, and start getting that together so that eventually when we're able to repopulate, we make it safe for people to repopulate when that time comes. On the eastern part of the lake, again, there are values at risk, communities at risk. We have a lot of resources in there doing preparation. We do not have any fire directly impacting that point, so they're doing taking this time to prepare those areas and make sure that's safe for us to conduct operations and be effective in conducting suppression operations as needed. As you see, the fire that's moved in to the east, starting to threaten the community of Janesville, and with that, we have significant operations working with our counterparts in the east zone, and working together, we've been able to get a lot of success in putting on a lot of line, stopping some spread of the fire or slowing the spread of the fire in some ports towards Janesville, not completely stopping it, but did a lot of good work yesterday under some very adverse conditions, and had a lot of success. And today we're continuing on with that plan to continue to protect the community of Janesville. And I feel today with the weather conditions that we're expecting, we're gonna have a lot of success in continuing that operation. Because of the smoke conditions, our air operations are limited. When we did have clear air to fly our aircraft safely and effectively to the west yesterday, when that opened up, we did so, and we utilized aircraft to the fullest extent possible, and that helped us a lot in the suppression activities within that west part of the fire. The east part of the fire, it's really smoked in, so we don't have a lot of opportunities there for success with aircraft, but when those open up, we are utilizing aircraft, and we're waiting to do so as soon as the air clears. So that's kind of what we got as far as our suppression. Moving on to evacuations. We do have through most all the fire, and we'll bring up a slide here regarding the evacuation process. Okay, so as you see, everything in the pink here, that has been under mandatory evacuation. Most of that has been so for well over a week or so. So it is under mandatory evacuation. In this area over here, we started some mandatory evacuations as of yesterday as the fire spread. So that is under mandatory evacuation. Currently, the community of Janesville is under a warning. So right now, continuing, we have a decision point that if it hits a decision point, that it may trigger a mandatory evacuation. So again, hence the warning. And if you are advised to evacuate under a mandatory evacuation, we ask that you do so. Not only for your safety, it is also for the safety of our first responders, because once you evacuate and you're clear there, it allows our suppression forces to get in there, to effectively get in there safely, get in there quickly, and to take care of business, suppress fire without the concern of life safety for people that are inhabiting those areas. So if we don't have people in those areas, then we don't get diverted from our suppression activities to worry about life safety, which is always our number one priority for the incident. So overall, that's hopefully a good overview for everybody as far as what the fire's done and doing today, what we're planning and our strategy and tactics for today, and the current evacuation plan. Thank you.